I received an email from Derek, and he wanted to know on his training schedule, if he's not able to get accomplished what's outlined for the day, should he pull that workout into tomorrow and make it up? This is a great question. Let's take a deep look at it. First and foremost, I want to thank you for supporting this channel. The number of email questions that continue to come in are escalating week over week, so thank you so much for that. This is a fantastic question because we all live in the real world environment that not every day is perfect. No matter how hard we try to outline our day, we always have those impromptu interruptions. Well, the number one question is, especially when you put a race date on the calendar and you just see that race date calendar keeps ticking and you're getting closer and closer to it. If you miss a particular workout today, should you pull it into tomorrow? Do you want to try to make it up? And the answer is absolutely no. Now, there's going to be a tremendous caveat with that, and that is if you're consistent with your training 85% of the time, I always say that your workouts are small little deposits, and when things go sideways, you're essentially taking a withdrawal. So as long as you've got consistency on your side, then yes, you can essentially not even bat an eye at the idea that the day got away from you and you just weren't able to get the workout done. And that's a very important concept for you to take into consideration because, like, if it's a strength training exercise and we're looking to get 2, preferably 3 strength workouts in a week, and maybe you ended up going through your weekend and you weren't able to get your weight workout done because of a busy weekend, and you're like, gosh, I couldn't lift on Saturday, now I can't lift on Monday. That's okay. This is where you have to really lean in on consistency. Stuff's going to happen. As long as you're not just being complacent and you're like just being lazy, getting to the gym and you're missing your weight workout, that's not what we're talking about in today's video. With that being said, right, the caveat is that you've taken the time, you've been focusing on your consistency. What I want you to do is I want you to give yourself that mental release that says, hey, look, I've been consistent the majority of the time, and this is where you have to look at what we call the domino effect. If you take Monday's workout that you missed and you pull it into Tuesday, what you're doing is you're doing what we refer to as stacking of fatigue. When you did your weight, when the program was outlined for you to do your weight workout on Monday, what I'm assuming as your physiologist is that you get a chance to eat enough food during the day, get adequate amounts of sleep, that you're going to absorb what you did on Monday. That leads us into Tuesday. If you take the weight workout from Monday and you drop it into Tuesday, you're not really hurting Tuesday as much as you will Wednesday, Thursday, Friday because of the stacking of the fatigue. The residual fatigue numbers are like a crescending wave, right? When we get to the end of the week, it's expected that you would be pretty tired by the end of the week. Now, when you start looking at moving your weight workout, which is anaerobic by nature, you dump that into Tuesday where you've got some cardio work. Well, if you do a strength and a cardio, what's that going to do for you coming in on Wednesday morning? Maybe you're not able to eat enough food. Maybe you're not able to get enough sleep to allow your body to, if you think about it like a teeter-totter, you stack your weights and your cardio. Are you going to be able to get enough food and sleep on Wednesday to come back on Thursday? Notice that I skipped, right? We did the weights and the cardio on Tuesday. Well, now you've got your Wednesday workout, you're back to business as usual, but you doubled up Tuesday, added Wednesday. When you get to Thursday, this is where we find athletes have a tendency to get behind on calories. So it's just kind of another double negative of taking and moving a workout from its designated day and stacking it on top of another. If you're somebody who works out twice a day already, I think it goes without saying you wouldn't want to take your Monday strength and cardio and stack that on your 2 cardio workouts on Tuesday. Like, for example, with our triathletes, we'll have them lift and cycle on Monday, and then we'll have them run and swim on Tuesday. Just as an example, we have a lot of different variations and the reasons why. But stop and think about that. Are you going to take both of your workouts missed on Monday and stack them onto Tuesday? I certainly hope not. The bigger question comes if I'm working out once a day, should I take that weight workout from Monday to Tuesday? The answer is no. Now, if you find you're in a situation like we described, you weren't able to work out on the weights on Saturday, you unfortunately got tied up at work and you couldn't lift on Monday, when you go back to starting your weights, because that's essentially your first weight workout of the week, lighten up the weight, particularly for the first set. Because you got to remember, the idea behind trying to lift 2 to 3 days a week is to keep the residual soreness in check. So it's okay. You're not taking the low road by decreasing the amount of weight, not by a ton, just a little bit, maybe 2 to 5%, particularly on the first set. What that does is that reduces the risk of you being excessively sore, which again cannibalizes the rest of the week because you're so sore you can barely brush your teeth. So you've got to be very open-minded and be flexible. If you're just getting your program started, you're like, nope, I'm gonna punish myself because I missed Saturday and Monday. You've got to mentally break that vicious cycle of using exercise as a punishment tool. Instead, grant yourself a little bit of mercy here. You're in the gym, you're making it a priority. Sometimes life gets in the way, but let's get the most out of the workout for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pick up 6 versus essentially obliterating 4 to 5 days of a good week, all because you double stacked Monday into Tuesday. As always, if these types of conversations do not make sense, please feel free to send me and my team an email. You can do so by sending it to contact@coachrobb.com. As I said at the beginning of this video, the number of emails that are coming in continue to escalate. We're forever thankful. We want to make sure that we answer your questions and eliminate your frustrations. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notifications so you're one of the first to know when we put a new video out. Thanks again for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.